Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. Today I am going to show you how to make fine biscuits that are very popular in Hyderabad. They are also made with like puff dough sheet, and usually they make it slightly bigger, but I am going to make them a little bit smaller and they will taste really good. Let's learn how to make this puff dough. Here I have got around 250 grams of all purpose flour. In this flour we are going to add 5 grams of salt and 10 grams of sugar. Here is 130 ml of water. In this we are going to squeeze in a little bit of lime juice. Now we are going to mix this in the flour and make this into a dough. It is going to be medium stiff dough. Now the dough is soft and just rest it for a few minutes. After that take 15 or 20 grams of butter and then knead this into the dough. Now when the dough is ready, just put a clean wrap or something. Now just sprinkle some flour. We are going to roll this into thin sheet. Okay, very easy. Just tap it on the sides and just make it into a nice rectangle shape. Take this butter, divide them into 3 portions and put 1 portion in one half of the dough. Very evenly, very thin layer I have spread. Take some flour and sprinkle a very thin layer. Okay, not this much, even thin. Just sprinkle. Okay, now we have the mark. Just fold this like this. Okay, just make sure, stretch it little bit and put this till the edge. And the second fold, the same thing. Put it like this. Just make sure, pull it little bit, stretch, and then do it like this. Take a tray and sprinkle a little bit flour. Now very carefully lift the sheet and put it on the tray. Now take a cloth and just cover it. If the cloth is slightly wet, that is good. Now we are going to put this dough in the fridge for at least 20 minutes till the dough is slightly cooled. After resting for 15 minutes, just take the dough. The dough will be a little bit harder now. Just of course the same old story. We are going to sprinkle lot more flour onto the table. This time we are going to roll it this way, stretch it and roll it. Now take the butter, the second portion of the butter, again just draw an imaginary line and spread this butter evenly onto the sheet. Sprinkle the flour and we are going to do again the envelope fold. Just stretch the dough a little bit and just make sure it is covered. Now from this side we are going to pull it, stretch it and do it. Now we are done. Just make sure you sprinkle the flour and just put this sheet in the tray, then cover it with a cloth, and once again we are going to put in the fridge for around 15 minutes and we are going to use the last portion of the butter same way we did it now. For the third time, just take the sheet, let's sprinkle the flour, just roll the sheet into a nice rectangle. For the third time we are going to add the butter. Now don't worry, no 3 portions, we are going to spread this evenly, but always remember this dough has to be cold. That's when the butter will be spread like this, otherwise it will start melting and you will not get a nice puff sheet. Okay, just let's say this is the center part, just sprinkle the flour. See, this flour also will help forming nice layers. Now just fold it half like this and this side also fold it like this. Okay, this is the book fold. Sprinkle some more flour. Okay, not much though. Okay, then here your puff sheet is all ready. Now we are going to put this back on the tray and then we are going to put in the refrigerator and we can use it whenever you want. Now to make this fine cookies, you are going to take the flour, sprinkle well, and here is the puff dough sheet and we are going to roll it. Roll it not thin but little bit thicker than our chapati sheet. Now just roll it into a thin sheet. After that we are going to give milk wash. You can even do egg wash, there is no big deal. This milk wash, because we are going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar and that will stick to to this. Now sprinkle sugar, no big deal, a very thin layer of sugar. I think that should be good enough. Now we are going to roll it. Okay, just look at it. Just we have done pinwheel Swiss rolls, so similarly we are just going to roll it like this. Okay, in between is sugar, as simple as this. Usually what they do is in the edge you can just press it little bit like this and just let it stick well. Okay. Now before cutting, I am just going to put in the fridge and then I am going to cut it and press it. Now we are going to cut this roll with a knife into 4 portions. So I am going to make 4 fine cookies. Now we are going to cut them into 4 portions. So first half and another half, another half. So now we got 4 portions. Now we have these roundels ready, but we are going to press them in sugar. Before that we are going to give milk wash. Now just dip these rolls in the milk wash and sprinkle the sugar, roll like this and then press it like this. Okay. Then you can just, if you can roll it like this, but not too thin, just this much should be good enough. After rolling it like this, just put it on a tray. Now we have rolled, we are going to put in the refrigerator for a few minutes. After that we are going to put in a hot oven, 220 degrees centigrade for around 20 minutes. Dear friends, the puff doughs are not only used to make savory products, but also sweet products like this. We can make very fancy cakes with layers of this puff sheet, many of them. So we are going to keep trying, but today we will see how this awesome fine biscuits of Hyderabad come out. Now time to put in the oven. Now these are my fine biscuits, but usually they make it even more bigger, this bigger. That's when you will see most of these circles. I made it small, but when you break it, you will see layers and layers forming. Just awesome. This is not a creation of somebody. Of course, the palm ears, pig ears, they call it so many other names. They also some similarly, but these are our very Hyderabadi fine biscuits. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make these fine biscuits. Try it, make it. That's when you will know what awesome cookies these are. That's why they are very popular in Hyderabad. But do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at VahRehVah.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.